It was as if Jehovah were saying, I am here, my daughter. I'm right here for you. And I sent these brothers so that they can strengthen and encourage you. So don't give up.
I never imagined at the moment that I felt the most alone and sad, Jehovah would provide that visit for me and my uncle.
May Jehovah continue to bless them in their beautiful work. What those brothers did for me made all the difference.
I felt Jehovah's loving care through these brothers. That brotherly love was made so real to me. It motivated me to give back.
It allows us to convey a small portion of the immense love Jehovah has for us. And they're always so grateful for the visit. Recognizing it as one way Jehovah and his organization care for them.
You can see it on their face and from their expressions that they consider this tender care as coming from Jehovah. It's so rewarding to be used by Jehovah in this way.
The Patient Visitation Group has experienced the truthfulness of Jesus' words. There's more happiness in giving than there is in receiving.
There's more happiness in giving than there is in receiving. Those are the words of Jim Mantz regarding the PVG, the Patients Visitation Group, which some of you, probably most of you, have never heard of before. Usually when we talk about Jehovah's Witnesses being hospitalized, we talk about HLCs, Hospital Liaison Committees, which are kind of elite elders that go out to hospitals and effectively enforce the blood teaching, the teaching that Jehovah's Witnesses should abstain from blood transfusions. We know about HLCs, or most people know about HLCs who follow Jehovah's Witnesses, but fewer people perhaps know about PVGs, Patient Visitation Groups. And in this month's or last month's JW Broadcasting episode, September 2025, they give you a segment which is like a little mini documentary where they follow the stories of several Jehovah's Witnesses from various countries who have had positive experiences with the PVG. They've been gravely, in some cases terminally ill, and the PVG has enabled them to experience support and comfort at an incredibly stressful time. And on the surface, you look at it and you think, I don't see anything wrong with this. This is actually the sort of thing that is a positive in a religious context. If I'm looking at a religious group, I want to see a group that sends out people who can comfort people when they are in hospital or when they are facing a really desperate health condition. That's surely a good thing. And I agree, it is a good thing. I wish that that's all they were doing. But when they started talking about PVGs, my memory of these things kicked in, and I realized, of course, that PVGs are part of the HLC apparatus and basically a way for HLCs to learn about Jehovah's Witnesses who have been hospitalized so that they can get involved with or without the consent of the patient. And this led to me talking to my friend Chaka, who is a JW Watch team member. Chaka actually happens to be a former HLC elder. And I was just explaining this video to him and what my basic thoughts were. And he said, you do realize there is that leaked video that basically shows a PVG elder divulging private, personal patient information to a HLC elder showing how this process works. And I was like, I hadn't remembered that video. So why don't we take a look?
Hey, Solomon, it's good to see you this morning. It looks like we have a nice group out today.
Yes, you're right. And I was hoping to catch you for a few minutes before service. Do you have time?
Yes, I do. Go ahead, have a seat, please. Tell me what's on your mind.
You know, my PVG assignment is at a downtown Mercy hospital, and I wanted you to know that I just visited Brother Dodd from the East Congregation. He's doing well, but he just had what sounds like an extremely difficult emergency surgery performed by a very cooperative surgeon.
First of all, thank you for making the visit. It's good to know Brother Dodd is recovering well. Do you know the name of the procedure?
Yes, I wrote it down so I would get it right. It was the repair of a dissecting aortic aneurysm.
Whoa, you're right. That is a very challenging surgery to perform, and complications can arise afterward. If the brother is open to a visit, I would like to speak to him.
Oh yes, I'm sure he would appreciate your visit.
Excellent. Can you text me the information?
I have it written down for you right here.
Great. Did Brother Dodd give you the name of the surgeon?
Yes, it's Dr. Vasquez. He's a vascular surgeon.
That name doesn't sound familiar.
Dr. Vasquez told Brother Dodd that he had treated several witnesses before, but had never managed a dissecting aortic aneurysm in a witness patient. But after consulting with another doctor, he told Brother Dodd that he felt he could perform the procedure without blood.
This is excellent information, Solomon. Thank you. I wonder who the consulting doctor was. Thank you for your diligent work and communication. It helps us to know about doctors like him. I'm going to follow up on this right away.
This was exciting, and I'm really going to be on the lookout for more cases like this one.
Thanks again, Solomon. Enjoy your day out in the ministry.
This was exciting, and I'm definitely going to be on the lookout for more cases like this one. On the lookout, says Solomon, to help you, the HLC, harvest information about stricken Jehovah's Witness patients who've just undergone serious surgery that could involve the blood issue. I mean, if this isn't a smoking gun, I don't know what is. It just perfectly highlights my point. The PVG isn't some separate thing entirely to the HLC. The PVG apparently reports to the HLC, so a HLC will have a PVG committee member whose responsibility it is to take care of assigning PVG visits. And when a PVG elder learns that a particular Jehovah's Witness has undergone some kind of surgery or some kind of treatment on a condition that could end up involving the blood issue, the prohibition of blood when it comes to Jehovah's Witnesses, it's their duty to report it to the HLC. And you'll have noticed when Solomon was divulging the information about Brother Dodd, not once was he asked, hang on, hold on a minute, does Brother Dodd give you permission to give me his information? Is Brother Dodd okay with this? Has he requested the involvement of the HLC? That was never even an issue. And by the way, this video, which I accept is quite painful to watch, the acting is very bad. And it's, just so you know, circa 2020. It was that kind of period when it was in circulation among HLC elders. This video is clearly not part of the September JW broadcasting episode. Let me make that very clear. What you've just been watching is leaked. So it's quite possible that this is nowhere else on YouTube. I haven't checked. Maybe it is. But very likely you're watching this for the very first time, and you're one of only a small number of people who have seen it now that you've watched it. And this is not intended for general circulation. And you can see why, because it's extremely damning. It shows that PVG elders report to HLC elders and will again divulge personal patient medical information without the consent of the Jehovah's Witness patient, so that the HLC can swing into operation and either go and visit the Jehovah's Witness patient without their invitation, or contact a doctor who has performed a procedure and make sure he is cooperative or sympathetic to the Jehovah's Witness position, so that they can add his details to their list for the next time a Jehovah's Witness is facing this issue.
Well, according to our cooperative doctors list, there is no Dr. Vasquez shown. I know. Let me check the hospital website and see if I can find him there. Sure enough, there he is, listed as a cardiothoracic and vascular surgeon. He has impressive credentials. This could be a very important contact. I think I'll call his office right now and see if I can get an appointment. Oh, wait. This is too important of a matter to not ask for Jehovah's help. Let me offer a quick prayer first. Yes, my name is Jason Hernandez, and I'm with the Hospital Liaison Committee for Jehovah's Witnesses. Just recently, Dr. Vasquez performed a challenging operation without blood on a witness patient. The surgery was very successful, and the patient was impressed with the quality of care. Could I schedule a brief appointment with Dr. Vasquez to personally meet him and see if he would be willing to accept future witness cases? Yes, early Monday morning would be fine. 8 a.m.? Thank you. I'll be there.
It's messed up, isn't it? It's all kinds of messed up. You have here a completely untrained, unqualified man inserting himself in medical matters. He has no formal training as a doctor that we know of. The only thing that qualifies him in this scenario is the fact that he's a Jehovah's Witness elder who's risen up the ladder and got himself on a hospital liaison committee. That's it. Those are his qualifications. And yet he is inserting himself in a critical medical situation involving a patient who hasn't given their consent for him to be involved. And he is immediately capitalizing on that situation so that he can network, so that he can reach out to this doctor and get that doctor on his list of cooperative doctors. That's what we're dealing with, folks. Again, not part of the JW Broadcasting episode for September. Let me be absolutely clear about that, just in case Jehovah's Witness copyright lawyers are circling. This is all fair use, folks. This is leaked footage, but I think people need to see this. Because when Jehovah's Witnesses try to convince you that their elders are in hospitals for purely humanitarian reasons, yes, there may be a grain of truth to that. I'm sure that Jehovah's Witness elders do provide some kind of positivity and encouragement in those scenarios. But in the case of the PVG, it's very much a case of elders going to the bedsides of Jehovah's Witness patients, gathering information on them, and then reporting that information back to the HLC, who definitely have a conflict of interest when it comes to patient care, because they are more interested in the Jehovah's Witness refusing blood than the Jehovah's Witness having successful life-saving treatment.